Hey guys, so welcome to part 3 of my video. So guys, this is just a continuation to my explanation of what season 13 might be. Now, going back to what I said before about the season of the witches and the return of them, I think they should definitely expand the episodes, let's say like 13 or 14 episodes for American Horror Story. Like, let's go back to the golden days of American Horror Story. I think after getting introduced to Scavenge from season 6, the Bloodline, I think this should definitely name season 13 Bloodline, American Horror Story Bloodline. It could give us different version or different covens from different areas or different parts of the world, and how it all comes back to like the New Orleans witches. This would be a very interesting season, which will still tie in Scavenge, heritage to the first Supreme and the two other Supremes from different background. Like, for an example, now we considered Siobhan some sort of a Supreme-like character, and then the Supreme that we actually know, which is Cordelia. Like, this is a lot, because when you think of it, Siobhan mentioned in season 12 that she could stay immortal, she could give powers. I don't think we've seen a Supreme giving power to another witch, but I know that they could develop it just by being around, like, the Supreme. Like, we saw that when Fiona was at the Coven, Madison was growing with so many different powers. It's like the Supreme is like a battery source for the Coven, because even though some of the things the Supreme can't do, I think the Supreme could master everything else so quickly, and thus, even though the power is not born out of them, they could still harness it or create it from there. Like Cordelia could foresee the future and predict certain things. That is the same lineup with one of the abilities of the Seven Wonders. It almost feels as if, whenever they say like the primary colors, with the primary colors you could make all the other colors, similar to that. So like I said, also I will dive into the history of the Voodoo Queen and how is there a different version of them, because it seems like per generation there's like only one Voodoo Queen per era or per like a millennium, and that the previous person that was a Voodoo Queen or Supreme each have to take a certain amount of gap within their coven. And Siobhan is no different from any of them. Like I said, will we get the introduction to her specimens that she created, and on top of that, will we get the official look of Michael Langdon's new role? If he ever comes back, how would that be, since he's being reborn into another version of himself? Also, I think that would be very cool to see that, but that is enough said. Like I said, if you guys like and interested in more American Horror Story, I would say updates on what the season 13 might be, or even further on into future season, please like and subscribe below as we embark on covering more of American Horror Story. So like I said, guys, this will be the final video for me covering American Horror Story. Until I get more further news, I will give you guys as much experience as possible. Maybe in the long while, I will make predictions and random raffle of what the theme names might be. That'll be something in the future. But we will be switching our programs after this video. I will give you guys a monthly updates for what the next things are going to be covering. I can't wait. I'm planning on covering the Grammys, also the Super Bowl, and then we're gonna kick off the Cowboy Carter in full drive, and then we might sprinkle some Bleach things that's going on right now. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be safe